Today we're trying out the Elite Four Daichi's Archaludon EX deck list, featuring just straight Archaludon EX with the Starmie and its Mysterious Comet ability to offset some damage. We do play the 4 Stellar Crown Duraludons with its Raging Hammer attack. Sometimes if your opponent doesn't take a knockout on Archaludon, you can do massive amounts of damage with the Raging Hammer. I've taken many prize cards on like Raging Bolt once they are unable to take a knockout on Archaludon using the Duraludon and the Relicanth Memory Dive ability. Memory Dive does allow you to use the Duraludon attacks whenever you are an Archaludon. Honestly, it's not that great, but sometimes it just completely bodies your opponent if they're unable to take a one-hit KO. More of it like a meme, in my opinion, probably cuttable, but whenever it does work, man, does it work. Really fun card to have in your deck. Overall, this is kind of just a fun deck. The main point of this deck is to use Pokemon Catcher and Boss's Orders to go around your opponent's main threat and take out Squawkabilly, take out Fezandipiti, take out Rotom, take out Lumineon. You're wanting to take out all of the support Pokemon with the Metal Defender attack that does 220 damage, and just take all 6 prizes off of support Pokemon if you're able to. We do play the Staryu and Starmie, the 2-1 line. You can set up both Staryus on the bench. You can evolve one, play the Starmie ability, then you can use Night Stretcher to grab the Starmie back, evolve your other Staryu, and you could ping up to 40 additional damage, which is very strong against some decks. And just being able to cycle it with Night Stretcher is amazing. We do have one small change to Daichi's list. Daichi was playing 4 Pokégear 0.0 and no Energy Retrieval. I'm not as good as Daichi, I'm going to be completely honest, and I sometimes misplay and, burn through my energy a little bit more than I should. And Energy Retrieval has kind of saved me from, not having any energy in the late game on more than one occasion. It's been very clutch to have. Honestly, I think it's just super powerful for the deck. You're able to use Energy Retrieval to grab 2 energy out of your discard. You can manually attach one to Archaludon to attack, and then you can use the other for Radiant Greninja to be able to use concealed cards and draw 2 more cards. We do play 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball. We can't play Buddy Puffin. Our basic Pokemon have too much HP, so sometimes this deck can be kind of clunky to set up. Maybe play Precious Trolley over Megaton Blower. I've been enjoying Megaton Blower, but Precious Trolley could also be really powerful in this deck. We have the 4 Earthen Vessel. We want to see our energy as quickly as possible, and we want to discard them. PokéStop is just absurd in this deck. Finds you Night Stretcher, finds you Pokemon Catcher, Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, Earthen Vessel, Pokégear. It's just so strong. We do run the 1 Pal Pad. I like to normally put back 1 Professor Turo, 1 Boss's Orders, or just 2 Boss's Orders during my games. That's normally what the Pal Pad gets used for. With PokéStop, you do end up milling your supporters. It's just what happens whenever you play PokéStop. Sometimes you get, a really bad roll and all of your supporters go in the discard, so we play Pal Pad to help put them back in the deck for the later turns. Overall, it's pretty straightforward deck. You want to get your Archaludon into play as soon as possible, set up Starmies in the background in case you need them. A lot of matches you don't need these at all, and then you could just set up Fezandipiti and Radiant Greninja and Relicanth and just flood your board with Duraludons and say good luck to your opponent on knocking out 300 HP with no weakness Archaludon EXs. The Assemble Alloy does allow this deck to really function. Once the energies are in your discard pile, you can pull them back out with Assemble Alloy. Manually attach 1 for turn, and you're swinging again for 220 basically every single turn. Overall, pretty crazy strong deck whenever it works correctly. Is prone to bricking. It's really hard for some decks to just deal with, period, because of the massive amount of HP. You have answers for a lot of stuff in the current format. You can honestly discard all of these, non-attacking Pokemon pretty easily from your hand and not allow somebody like a Snorlax stall player to grab a hold of it. And then you have the Professor Turo. Even if they do get a hold of it, play Professor Turo and then discard it immediately. Most of them are not playing any way to get stuff out of your discard pile. I think there's like a Mantine or Mantike that's allows you to do that, but I don't think anybody plays that. So with the 2 Turos and just the odds of you just starting Duraludon over everything else, you could go solo Duraludon and you could just Raging Hammer and just take the game that way. Our answer for Ogerpon and Mimikyu is the Duraludon here, and just hope that we don't start any of these or the Accompanied Flutes don't grab them out of our deck. Let's hop into some games, show you how strong this deck can be. I'm honestly really enjoying this Daichi build of Archaludon, however you want to say it, EX. I know, the Dialga V-Star, Star Chronos attack is absolutely busted with the Archaludon's ability powering it up. But just kind of playing straight Archaludon's been really, really fun as well. The Pokemon catchers have been disgusting. Flipping heads on a couple of those a game usually ends up just winning you the game. Starting with a mulligan here. Did our opponent go first? Okay, we got to choose. We're going to go first, of course. Have no basic Pokemon. Honestly, I haven't been getting as much use out of Megaton Blower as I thought. But when I need it, man, does it just absolutely demolish our opponent. All right, waiting for our opponent to set up here. They are putting down 2 Pokemon. Hey, we got a Duraludon. Nice. This is a pretty bad hand otherwise. We may start our turn with a PokéStop here. And... okay. Slitherwing. Okay. Raging Bolt with Slitherwing. We're going to PokéStop here. I don't like giving PokéStop to a Raging Bolt player, but we don't have a choice here. Do we just lose? I think we just lose. We're going to try, but I think we just lose here. We really needed to see a little bit more Pokemon search. That is 3. We could Pokemon Catcher. We could trap the Slitherwing here. We got the trap. And we'll go ahead and pass. 3 retreat cost is pretty massive for Slitherwing. If they get this attack, though, we do just kind of... I think we might just concede. I don't know. This is a pretty favorable matchup for Raging Bolt, even with the Starmie ping damage to be able to do the extra 20. Most Raging Bolts are playing Brave Charms right now, so it's really easy for them to get around that. We really want to go after the Ogerpons and the Squawkabilly this matchup. So honestly, do we even really need the Staryu and the Starmie? I'm not sure. There goes their Squawkabilly. I would have honestly liked to see them have that. Not seeing any energy at all that first turn was rough. We may play PokéStop again, trying to get an Earthen Vessel so we can use Professor's Research and dump a bunch of energies so we can actually, you know, use Duraludon's ability. All right, there's 2 energy. They're just going to attach to Slitherwing here. Discard the top card of our deck. Be nice if it was an energy, honestly. There's the Fez. So they have 2 liabilities in play that we can exploit. And they have not attached a Brave Charm yet. All right. Let's see what we can do. We honestly didn't even need to trap our opponent, did we? All right. I think we have to grab our Greninja here. And I think we have to also grab... You know what? We're just going to hope we get another energy. Okay, we got it. Nice. Go ahead and play down the Staryu. We're going to discard this energy. Didn't really like getting rid of the Energy Retrieval there. Energy Retrieval has been so clutch. Being able to manually attach and use Radiant Greninja has been very, very powerful. All right, so we have Duraludon. Can we get Fezandipiti here? Dang it. that would have been really nice if we could have gotten the play there. All right, we're burning through our energy pretty heavily here. We are just going to dump our... We're going to dump our research. Grab a Duraludon. Yeah, we do have Starmie. It's a good chance our opponent gets a knockout on this Duraludon in their next turn. Probably should have kept the research, but we are running low on energy, and we did discard our Energy Retrieval already. So we don't want to waste our energy. That's a big problem I've been having with this deck, is that it goes through the energy so fast, and we get a research. Okay, perfect. But we go through our energy so fast that sometimes you just overplay. It's similar to playing like Lost Box. Whenever you get to the bottom of your deck and you realize, oh, I Lost Zone the exact card I need to win. All right, there's the Brave Charm. That's exactly what I was afraid of. And we had to dump both of our boss's orders already. Our opponent's really far ahead here. If they get a Professor Sada, I think we just kind of get rolled here. All right, gonna Teal Dance. They still don't have a knockout. They still need one more energy to have a knockout. So we could live this turn. If we live this turn, that would be huge. We'll take the Iono. That's completely fine. If they don't have another Ogre Pawn, energy attachment here, then we could make it out of this turn. That would be crazy, man. That'd honestly be crazy if we made it out of this turn. We made it out. Nice. We need to find our Pal Pad, put back our boss's orders. We do have another Duraludon online here. Probably just go ahead. We may bench another Staryu. That's crazy right there. Missing it by 20. All they needed was another Ogre Pawn. We honestly got lucky there. We got very, very lucky right there. Do we bench another Staryu or do we bench another Duraludon? That's the question. I think we just go ahead and grab another Staryu. Actually, I forgot about... How much damage is this doing? 360 damage. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, we're going to... I honestly thought we had cut the Relicanth. I'm not going to lie. I haven't really gotten much value out of it, but right now we're getting a lot of value out of the Relicanth. All right, let's go ahead. I think we just go ahead and power up another Duraludon here. We're finally going to be able to use Relicanth's Memory Dive to knock out a Raging Bolt with a Bravery Charm. Never thought I'd see the day. All right, we're going to go ahead and manually attach this. We do just want to have everything we need in hand and in play. We're going to go ahead and grab Staryu here. Oh, I'm sorry, Starmie for next turn. And we're going to go ahead and Raging Hammer for 360 damage. That's absurd. Them whiffing that knockout, I think, just cost them the game. They probably shouldn't have even attacked at that point. There's our Megaton Blower. That's why I was so worried about all of the Bravery Charms. Didn't have access to that. Now we do. So we can use Starmie and Archaludon next turn with our Megaton Blower to knock off any Brave Charms they may have. They should have a knockout here. They should have used Fezandipiti first for sure. They needed another Raging Bolt there. I think they may have kind of misplayed a little bit right there. I'll take it. This is kind of a tough matchup for us, even with the Starmie. We do have to count on our opponent missing attacks like they just did. Yeah, they need to play Fezandipiti. Not sure what they're doing. Prime Catcher, okay. Are they just trapping Duraludon here? That's definitely a play. Because I don't think we have an out to that. With that hand, that's great. How did they, yeah, if they would have Fezandipiti, they would have had the Raging Bolt right there. What are they doing? There's a Brave Charm. They may have a Switch card in hand. But I don't know why they're taking out the Duraludon. The basic Duraludon. They should be taking 2 prizes here. There's no reason not to take 2 prizes. Okay. We may just be stuck here. I think we might be stuck here. We can grab an energy with our Night Stretcher. But honestly, we might just wait for our opponent to knock out one of our Duraludons. We are pretty far ahead now. We may not even bother extending our resources, we may just pass the turn, honestly. Greninja. They play Energy Switch or something? They would have had an attack here pretty easily. And a knockout on our big Duraludon. I was kind of hoping they did get the knockout so we could have showed off our Megaton Blower. Archaludon Starmie play. Alright, alright, alright. What do we got going here? Yeah. I think we might just pass. I don't see any reason to do anything other than just pass. Let them knock out this Duraludon for us. We still have our Archaludon attack next turn. We have the Megaton Blower. Hopefully they attach another Brave Charm. That would be nice. Most Raging Bolts are only playing up to 3 Brave Charms. So if they attach another one, we could get rid of all of their tool cards in one go here. They may just deck themselves out. We may not even get to the point where we have to do that. Are they looking for another Brave Charm? There's another Ogerpon finally. You know that they've been looking for that. You got to be careful with their draws here, because they still have to be able to Professor Sada. If they don't Professor Sada, then they can't attack with Raging Bolt next turn. I guess they could play Iono. Do they have... Man, they should have just taken the knockout on that Duraludon the last turn. Oh, there goes the Brave Charm. All right. So this Megaton Blower will get rid of the last of their Brave Charms. They won't be attacking next turn. They just can't. They won't be able to Professor Sada. They've only played one this whole game. I don't know what they're digging for. Are they digging for another Pokemon Catcher? It doesn't... I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad on this one. All right, they just passed. Interesting. We're just going to go ahead and Megaton Blower. And we're just going to end the turn. There's no reason for us to do anything else. They have to play Iono this turn. There's the boss. Taking out the healthy Archaludon. I was honestly hoping to do the Starmie play, but it doesn't look like we're going to need it. They need to keep those energy on the Raging Bolt in play. And just hope I don't... I mean, I have the return knockout. I have the return knockout no matter what they do. They've only got one card left. They could be piecing it together, though. I'm going to run out of Archaludons here in a second. I hope they discard all the grass. Just to make it interesting. They got to play Iono next turn, otherwise they just lose. They played 1. They could play 2. Some deck lists have gone up to 2. So 70, 140, 210. Yeah, they got it with just grass energy. All right, we'll return KO with this Archaludon. We'll Night Stretcher back for another one. We do have plenty of Night Stretchers available to us. Do we Fezandipiti here? Yeah, let's Fezandipiti. All right, we got double Night Stretcher, so we're completely fine. We'll go ahead and grab out the Archaludon with Night Stretcher. This is why we play 4 Night Stretcher. The card's busted, honestly. All right, we'll go ahead and attach 2 energy this way. I don't even think we need to use the Night Stretcher yet. We could still draw into another energy. We do have 2 available to us. We could Iono. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Iono, actually. We'll go ahead and get the last energy. Our opponent is going to deck out, though. You know what? We don't even need to Iono. Let's just let them deck out. And we'll go ahead and Raging Hammer for 360 damage once again. 1-hit KOing the Raging Bolt. We didn't even need Starmie for it. But we do have Starmie for the next one. All right, there's one of our energies we were looking for. Let's see what they have here. They're going to end up decking out. I kind of want to get the Starmie play, just for the content. All right, there is Ogerpon. There's Sada. You can play Sada with no cards in your deck. But that means they just lose unless they have a Super Rod. They have to have a Super Rod here. They could play a 4th Bravery Charm. That would be kind of unfortunate. Oh, they do play 4 Bravery Charm. They already play 4. That's crazy. Oh, no. Oh, they got it. But everything has a 1 retreat cost, so we're fine. Taking out the Fez. Smart play. But then they just give us the Archaludon once again. They keep going around this Archaludon that continues to have 1-hit KOs. Are they just going to... They can't trap me. All right, we do have a knockout with this Raging, or this Archaludon on the Raging Bolt once again, but we're going to do the Starmie play. That's why we have Starmie in the deck. All right, let's go ahead and Mysterious Comet. We're going to put 2 damage counters on the Raging Bolt, and then we can knock it out with our Metal Defender attack. And we'll take the last prize. Pal Pad being the last prize card's absurd, man. What do you guys think of the Archaludon list without the Dialga V-Star? Just straight Archaludon EX with the Starmie to kind of offset some damage. I've been liking it quite a bit. Seems to be kind of in that B tier of decks. Still pretty good. Not amazing, but not terrible as well. And it could definitely win matches whenever you get set up. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments.